you? How are you? Hope you're good. So this might look very similar to how it usually is. When I say chill, I mean chill. My legs are now on the windowsill. I'm done filming, and I just looked around and there's so much to clean, and I was like, what could I do instead of that? And I realized I haven't actually looked at the upcoming releases for April, so I thought I'm gonna do that with you here in the usual chill manner. Got my laptop, got some water, all prepped. So let's see what is up. I keep dropping my phone, and I pride myself on the fact that I've had this iPhone for like 3-4 years now, and it's not cracked in the screen, and I feel like I'm some sort of human unicorn. And I'm just like, why do I keep dropping it now? Because I mentioned that to someone and I feel like I put a curse on myself. I am not impressed. So how are you guys doing? What be new with you? First book that I see is by Becky Albertalli, and it's called Leigh on the Offbeat. Leigh? I don't know. This, you can see it here. So this is by author who wrote the Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, which was recently created into a movie named Love, Simon, which I still haven't seen. This currently, as of the moment that I'm filming, has 147 ratings, 96 reviews, and the average rating of 4.1, which is super high. Not that many ratings though, so possibly just like, ow, big fans voting on that, but we'll see. Oh, so this is following Simon's best friend. Let's go with Leah. So this is the girl that's in girl band and she's a drummer. So yeah, it's a novel from her side of things. I did read the Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. I also uploaded a Copal review for that if you fancy. Hello sis. And I did really enjoy it. It was so surprisingly enjoyable. So I might get this one. Sorry, this is going into like a huge mailer bag, so there might be crinkling sounds. Crinkling sounds? Sure, crinkling sounds. I think this is about her and her self-doubt and life after high school maybe, or when the band breaks up or something like that. Something like that. And this comes out on the 24th of April. Am I recording? Better be. Zeus. Bish, why you do that? The next book that I see is called The Female Persuasion, and that's by Meg Wolitzer. The current rating is 3.81. It has 442 ratings at the moment. Has blurbs from things like Vogue, People, Wall Street Journal, and I think this is about a girl who goes into college. Her name is Greer Kadetsky, and meets inspiring people. At the very end it says, charming and wise, knowing and witty, Meg Wolitzer delivers a novel about power and influence, ego and loyalty, womanhood and ambition. At its heart, The Female Persuasion is about the flame we all believe is flickering inside of us, waiting to be seen and fanned by the right person at the right time. Story about the people who guide and the people who follow, and how those roles evolve over time, and the desire within all of us to be pulled into the light. The next book is Ace of Shades, and this is the first installment into something that's gonna be called the Shadow Game, I don't know, trilogy series, I don't know. It's by Amanda Foody. Heard that name before. Why? Oh, she wrote The Daughter of the Burning City. There we are, that's why. Currently at 291 ratings, and the rating is 4.01. Oh, I didn't mention when the last one comes out, did I? The Female Persuasion comes out in... It's already out. It came out on the 3rd of April. This book comes out on the 10th of April, which is probably already in the past by the time I upload this. Maybe. Alright, so this is about a girl called Ian N. Salta, who is a proper lady going to a finishing school, but has to ditch that when her mother goes missing and go into this city of sin that no one escapes uncorrupted. So she goes and tries to find her mother. I heard this somewhere, the whole like mother goes missing. So she only has one lead, and that is a guy's name, but that guy is not a gentleman type of thing. He's a street lord and a con man, and he's like too busy to investigate this whole thing, but her proposal might be some sort of solution to all of his problems or something like that. It's about mafia and stuff like that. I'm all about Sin City type of things, which I'm sure this is not, but I like the con man inclusion in here, and even though I'm fairly certain this is gonna be some sort of romantic interest, it could still be good. So let's add that one. Then there is Circle that I feel I've seen everywhere. I'm not sure if this is a new release or not. I mean, it says that it comes out on April 10th, has 556 ratings, and is standing on a very high rating, currently at 4.42. So I think this is a mythology fantasy book, which is pretty cool. It's also classed as historical fiction, I can see, and a retelling. Alright. Ooh, there's Zeus in there. Why you add Zeus? Let's just read for a few sentences. In the house of Helios, god of the sun and mightiest of the Titans, a daughter is born. But Circle is a strange child. Oh, it's a child's name. Godchild's name. Not powerful like her father, nor viciously alluring like her mother. Turning to the world of mortals for companionship, she discovers that she does possess power. The power of witchcraft, which can transform rivals into monsters and menace the gods themselves. Threatened, Zeus banishes her to a deserted island. Why you do that, Zeus? You're just standing behind my, like, under my chair. Why you be such a douche, Zeus? I honestly don't even need to know more. I really quite want to read that book. I bet it's massive, isn't it? Oh, it's actually not. It's 352 pages. Not too scary then. I've been wanting to read something with mythology. Ooh, can't feel my legs anymore. Wait. Been meaning to read something with mythology ever since I watched the American Gods TV show. I didn't read the book. I think I only realized that the book is a thing after I started, and I didn't want to stop because it was so good. The Fates Divide is out, which is by Veronica Roth, and this is the second one for Carve the Mark, the very controversial book that was like a whole like thing here. But if you are the fan of the series, the second one is out 10th of April. Then we have Ash Princess, and this is a trilogy by the same name of Ash Princess. Currently at 3.94 rating of 460 in total. Comes out on the April 24th, and this is a young adult fantasy. So her mother was murdered before her eyes when she was 6 years old, and she was then grew up ridiculed by the court and been called an Ash Princess. Is this some sort of Cinderella retelling? It doesn't actually list it as a retelling, but it sounds like it could be a retelling. Then there is a book called Trespassing that is classed as mystery fiction, thriller, and suspense at a lot of ratings. Has been published on the 1st of April, but already has 4,359 ratings, which is a lot, and a very high rating of 4.23 on average. Okay, so this is a missing husband type of situation, and it says, in a novel of mounting psychological suspense, a young mother follows a dangerous path to find her missing husband. Veronica's Kavanaugh's grasp on the world is slipping. Her latest round of fertility treatments not only failed but left her on edge and unbalanced. And her 3-year-old daughter Elizabella has a new imaginary friend who seems much more devilish than playful. So when Veronica's husband fails to return home from a business trip, what's left of her stability begins to crumble. Given her family's history of mental illness and Elizabeth's insistence that her daddy is dead, Veronica starts questioning herself. Even every move she makes is now suspect. Worse still, Veronica is positive that someone wants her and her daughter dead too, unless it is all in her mind. I am always a little bit uneasy by the thrillers that sort of use mental health for like unreliable narrator just doubting herself because it has family history of mental health. I don't know, maybe not for me, but it has very good ratings, but I'm just afraid of that aspect. And I get really triggered when it's applied in a sort of disrespectful way, so I might just stay clear. But if you're looking for a thriller, that one has very good ratings. Well, I don't know for how long I have not been filming, because I didn't look at the camera. So sorry if I didn't finish something, but I'm gonna do one more. I don't know how many I lost, so let's move on. Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. This one has 4.19 average rating and it came out on the 3rd of April. What is this? It's a YA contemporary romance, realistic fiction, family adventure is under the genres. So this seems to be about friends who turned enemies in like last year of high school, and then they go into the group camping trip and something goes wrong and they're stranded together. So they are basically forced to hash out their issues through witty jabs and insults, as it says here, as they try to make their way to safety. So this is some sort of stranded type of adventure kind of thing. I think I'm gonna stop here. If you're curious at all, I look at these through Goodreads. If you just put releases, month and year, you'll find the list somewhere if you want to see more of those, but these are the ones that either caught my attention or just I happened to click on it. This is just how it goes. Let me know if you read any of these. Were they good? Are you planning on reading any of the ones that I mentioned? And especially if you think there's something's coming out on April that's gonna be brilliant and I haven't mentioned it here, do let us know and share the amazingness with everyone, because sharing is caring. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Hope you have a wonderful time and I'll see you very soon. Bye!